So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... I've been playing this game for a while. I wasn't going to make any videos on it, but I've been playing it so much that I feel like I need to. But this game starts about quite a bit of time I spent in it already. I spent at least 10-15 hours into it already. So I completed the first part. I'm on to the second part. Look at my journal here. So I was in Downshore. Look at this map. The map here, you go to Living Lands. So Downshore is where the game starts. And you play this whole town, do all the quests and stuff in there. And then you move on to Emerald Stair. So this is starting from here. So if you played the game, you've already done Downshore. Now we're on Emerald Stair. And that's where we're starting. We have to go see the governor. I'm really enjoying it. It's good. It's good. It's good fun. It's good fun. So I'm going to take this road. I decided, you can see I've done a little bit already of it. Right in this area, like, there's a little scene where you fight a little bit, and there's like an elf-like creature that you meet. And now I'm gonna take this road up to the governor's mansion, and we're gonna start gathering our quests. We don't have very many right now. We have food theft, nature versus nurture, battle scars, and we have a treasure map already too, which is nice. I have not seen anything like this yet. I haven't seen that tower or anything. So. Let's go. And I'm going to do them in like 30-minute episodes, so. We'll do it that way. What do we got here? Something here? What we got here? Bag of something. Nice. Just gonna make sure I have everything. Yeah, I have it. Common wand. Don't need that. Got my long touch. I got a gun. Throw my stuff. See the X's on the radar. They made this game. This is nothing like Elden Ring or anything like that. Everything's pretty much mapped out for you. Look, it's on your radar. Go get it. It's great. So you get to listen to the story more and play the game more than anything, which is nice. These things up here, sometimes they're out of reach. Trying to jump for them. It's mostly for you to do this to it. Like, say you're having a fight. You can go like this. Mess that up. And like throw some poison down. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we meet this girl. Go over here. We get her a backpack and a vase off a shelf. We fight a bunch of people. Now we're moving on. This is base camp. There's base camp. You fight a bunch of people over here. You fight a bunch of people over there. These mushroom guys. You'll see them later. Now we're just going to go to these couple houses and then go see the governor. Grab this stuff real quick. Healing potion. Healing potion. Sword. Heal. Soup.
What do you mean that's all you got?
Bunch of rotten stuff. I don't know what the rotten stuff is. I still haven't figured that out yet. But these people are waiting in line for rotten food, which is crazy to me. You talk to this guy.
Another late harvest. How do they expect me to feed my family? Last season, we were lining up all the way to the river, but at least there was enough food for everyone.
Well, let's have it.
There's no stash, as I've told you before.
I like to talk to these guys kind of nicely. That's kind of how I've been. The character's not really brutish. So I'm just going to state the obvious.
It's
Dead,
not just
man.
the market either. Emerald Stair might as well be a graveyard. Animancers are supposed to work miracles on these lands. But what good are miracles if we're starving?
I mean, I've seen miracles throughout this game, so maybe yours will come true.
Of course, you've seen miracles godlike. The gods don't care for the likes of us. Animancers gave us these farms. If the harvest doesn't come, they'll be the ones who pay.
Animancers. Don't be so quick to grab your torches and pitchforks. That's what I'm going to say.
We're not worried about biting the hand that feeds us anymore, now that we know it's empty.
An empty hand can still slap the soccer out of you.
Word of advice, Outlander. Don't tarry in Emerald Stair. Not if you value your life.
Got it, bro. Alright. Now, a lot of these places are shut down. Farmers are mad because everything is dead and dying. There's like a big cover-up. They're trying to say that there's not a problem. The governor like trying to say there's no issue.
You're the first godlike to come through in, well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign.
It's definitely not a bad sign.
I'll take what I can get. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter.
You can always ask other settlements for aid.
You'd think so, but they don't approve of animancy. Something about undead farmhands makes them nervous. They still buy our crops, mind you, when the harvest's good.
Let's see what you got. I think she has a map. You have a map? You do. Okay, so this is the totems. You play the first part of it, there's a totem map that you find, and these are like clues on where the totems are. The totem makes you stronger at base camp. Gives you like abilities, and it gives you increases your strength, increases your resolve, all that stuff. You have to find it. To find the totem, quiet slave, an ancient tower you must brave. So there's some kind of tower, and you find a piece of the totem and you stick it in your base camp and you get points. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in the first one. I only found 4 in the first one. They're hard to find. I might go back and try and find it, you know. So those are my objectives for that, to find the totem pieces. I don't believe she had anything else good. Let's see.
Looking for any...
What's going on here? Got some eggs, she's got an axe, and she's got this Amancer's swollen tail, which is super expensive. And it's 10% damage reduction. What am I using? I have 18%. But the stamina and the essence is better. And I have barbaric shout, or whatever that means. I'm gonna stick with this for now. I can always come back for stuff like that. I mean, 5,000 for something you can find. Oh, look at that. Chest action. I also am wearing a necklace that gives me extra money when I loot, which is great. It's 20% more. You find that in Downshore with one of the quests. I mean, if you play Downshore fully, by the time you get here, you're pretty set up. There's nothing in there. All this stuff is closed. I know there's something on top of there. Let's see. I think I had to do this. Some money in there. We're basically just booking it. See, all these places are closed. Like, because of the governor. He's shutting down stuff. Because of there's a problem, but then he denies a problem, which I don't really understand too much. It's been a little odd.
Times are hard, but the Animancers haven't failed us yet.
Big town, lots in it. This is your
And all godlike. I've heard
Bounty
whispers that one of your
check.
kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim.
usually I talk to these people
Officially,
just a little bit,
I'm one of the many researchers here.
and then I get
My specialty is
sick
in
of it
the
and I
anatomy of the
change it.
many species of Eora.
Like, I can ask her this question.
If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing
Sometimes they
than my
lead
research.
to other things,
Someone
which is
had to be
good.
chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to study.
You can kind of feel it out. Like, she had nothing to say.
Auret Algori.
Yeah.
I hope to see you soon.
And now she'll say something for every single bounty. I'm just going to collect them real quick. I don't care what she has to say.
Oh. Ah, those dead. Be careful. with
Bear.
Fortuna. I even
Some other
believe that
thing.
longevity and hardiness
Guy with a
are
mask.
in Northern and Seclusion essence.
Those will all pop up on our quests. So now, as you see, it's filling up now. So now we have the living lands. This is from actually downshore. This is a continuation, this part. Mapping the living lands. Find the choreographer in Emerald Stair. Alicia. Okay. It's the totem thing. These are all the clues. Find the totem core. To find the totem of the quiet slave, an ancient tower you must brave. The first one. Food theft. Nature versus nurture. Investigate the camp. Battle scars is something that Kai gave us. And these are all the bounties. And the treasure map that I got at the beginning. I haven't seen anything like that. So what we'll do is we'll go to the governor, talk to this dude
What's
real
the
quick.
meaning of this?
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh, my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sorry to interrupt you. Looking into the Dream Scourge.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our
So
government.
these two
Put the
guys,
fear of the gods in him.
this Quidalici and this other
Tempers are
chick,
high, but
they're mad at the
I don't see
governor.
any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
You know how nasty he is? He's like, I don't really understand his deal. And then sometimes when they get like that, I usually tell them off a little bit. Like, I'm the envoy, dude.
Very well.
Relax.
I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species.
She's mad.
Roots in mycelium
pissed.
growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
And then I usually, I kind of reason with her. I say, the deeper I go, the worse it gets.
Indeed. We were fighting the Dream Scourge before it even had a name. I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the dream scourge at the root.
Huh.
Our governor would rather ignore the problem.
Right.
He doesn't trust animancy
He's not a
as his
good guy.
father did.
Okay. It's difficult to define. It's double in dying farms once you start starving.
As usual, Giatta never misses a chance to slander me. I don't ignore her concerns, only her methods.
And you still do nothing. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
Yeah. Let me take her off your hands. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong.
I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
Dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
I want to do this one. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. The cooler heads prevail.
Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I.
Uh-oh.
Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa. You're banishing her for that?
Banished.
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Wow. Giatta, are you okay?
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
That's right.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father.
Oof.
I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno.
That's tough.
But you haven't even tried.
Wow.
Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog.
Wow.
We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Meet you there. Don't worry. Got your back. I'm gonna snoop around this dude's house a little bit. How's that
Maybe
sound?
we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Snoop around. Where you going, boss? You mad? Oh, poor baby. Or bedroom key. There's a bedroom key upstairs. Steal all your food real quick. You know, you ain't gonna eat it. You're cool. It's cool. Everybody's starving outside, by the way, guys. There's a bunch of guys sitting there waiting in line for rotten vegetables. You guys are freaking... Can't bring that out to them real quick? It's just sitting on the table. Butler always wants to say something. What do you guys say?
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
Okay. It's gonna take these. It's just a poem. Midwife's memoirs. There's nothing to do with the story. The animancy. who makes that stuff? This might be good. My research points to the inevitable conclusion the harvest will fail. Before ignoring me again, read on. Listen, my father spoke of a river of souls flowing through the island. Souls feed our crops and power our machines. We agree on that much. What do you think happens when the river gets polluted? If you don't believe me, look at your own farms. The soil is hollow. It might even have the dream scourge. The time has come to break the bones of the living lands and set them in more agreeable fashion. It may be fior mes invierno, only hope. We should discuss in person. I'm confident you'll see reason. Jada. Ooh, nice letter. What's this one say? Why is it on the floor, man? Governor Vero. Your friends in town. All this talk of the dream scourge affecting the land has grown too loud to ignore. If it was just Quilichi, we could see our way past it. Call him senile and discussion over, yes, but now Giada is speaking for him, and you'd be hard-pressed to find an animancer who doesn't trust Giada Castell. Put it plainly, we demand results of one kind or another. Let the old man do his research or find some way to discredit him. If you're lucky, he'll discredit himself. What are you afraid of? You wonder. Either way, this is to end. Tearing us apart. Your father. Interesting. I just read all your books, bro. What do you got to say?
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Jet is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times. Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Mesiverno.
You really don't believe this crisis is as bad as it looks? I mean, like, this guy's crazy, right?
I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable. Animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giata wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilichi wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
You're a jerk. That's what I want to say. Noted, I appreciate the warning. That'll be my choice to make. There you go. I'll be my choice to make.
For your sake, I hope you make the right one.
Oh, I will.
He reminds me of a lieutenant I served under. Led us into a trap because he wouldn't admit his maps were wrong.
Correct.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run.
You're not running anything. You're terrible. Terrible. I'd hit you with my axe if I could. Bedroom key. There we go. This. I'm encumbered again. Why am I so overweight? Because it weighs 21 pounds, that's why. Black wig armor. I'm gonna put these. Like, I don't need those with me. I'm wearing this. I'm not gonna change it. All these I should be putting away too. Alright. I'll do it later. Not while I'm recording. I have sworn to the people of my family's honor that there is no dream scourge in Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise again and again. It's just like lying to himself. Even if I must scream into the empty halls, so why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and his protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause neither. No, his mom's condition is not just weighing him down. I know we can go out that way. I don't think there's anything out here though. We'll do this later. Stairs. Let's go see the old lady. This is the best part of this story right now. I write this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he led us, your father was a proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart are destined to be cherished long after they are gone. I can feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long. Your mother, Estelle. And then it says shimmering wings, gnashing teeth, blah, blah, blah. And this guy's denying a problem, right? This is like, whatever. Look at this poor chick.
Shame.
Maxim, where did you go?
She's fine. There's nothing wrong with anything. Nothing wrong with your animancy stuff. Look at her. She's fine. She'll be okay.
No darkness.
No Darcy. Only color.
Only color. My hands. My hands. Sharp talons. Oh. Teeth. Dancing. Oh, my mouth.
She's fine. Should I go see him again? Dude, you gonna help this lady or what?
Ignacy's mother is very ill.
She's very ill. Don't disturb her anymore? Okay, yeah. Got it, boss. Woman's dead. This is my favorite part. They're having a party over here. The note says, that was a good time last night. Look at this. Everybody's dying in the street. Alright, so this is a quest.
Oh, you
basically,
startled
I'm not
me.
going to go through the whole thing. She
This
talks a whole
old
bunch,
woman can get
and then she gives
You
us a
must be
quest
the dear and
about
bone
delivering
boy,
food
failing
to
crops, the strange beasts,
dead people.
even the dream skirt.
And I basically say to her, there's no way, she says, there's no, I say to her, there's no way to be responsible for
Oh,
her.
sure.
And she tells
I
about
can't
how
take the blame for all of Fiore's problems, but my negligence has only made things worse. The dead of Fiore expect certain rituals to be carried out.
she feels like
I have
rituals
failed
need to be carried
perform
out
those rituals,
on the dead
and now the spirits
to
are
make food
angry.
grow. And I say, and I tell her, like, it's
We
crazy.
cannot take that chance. There are angry spirits, and you know the problems we face. I believe the two are related. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves.
All right, so she gives us a quest.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these?
Seems like a waste of food for the rest of the
I
starving.
had to take the food. I know you live.
And then I basically tell her, I'll do it. And I do tell her this. I said, feeding the living should be
This
your
does
first thing you
help
do.
the living. The
Once
crops
it appease
will-
the dead. And then I say, this is far from crazy things we've done today. Let's do it. And I tell her to do it.
The first,
Then she goes, she tells us where they are. I say,
the
understood.
second offering,
And the third,
the final offering.
we hope this will calm the angry spirits.
I believe it will do exact. Be careful, friends. The angry.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't think.
She gives me that quest. And I just searched the houses real quick. Go to Leechy's house. This is his journal. Another note from Quidditch. We basically know what they're saying. Basically, they're against the governor. He's doing research to figure stuff out. So on and so forth. Hey man, you're in the way, bro. Give me your bread, dude. I don't pay for stuff. For some reason, I'm just allowed to steal things. On the envoy. We did that, we did that, we did that. Went through here, we went straight to the governor's mansion, but we did not do this. Back. That was painting.
Have you heard? Chiata's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
You must
Yeah, you got that
she has
right.
a point. We should do something about the Dream Scourge. Not simply wait for it to pass.
Be careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears all over town.
See, everybody doesn't even like him. Look at this. They're like, don't say nothing crazy, man. I'll kill you. I'm gonna go down there.
Would you care for a refreshment? If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of... We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice. Thank you. This establishment is a haven for animancers, so I try to keep
it stress-free.
Animancers are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession,
Rivalry,
rivalry, and
agreement. Okay.
regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale.
Other goods for sale. Let's see in the house, maybe later. Let's look around. He's got something, a treasure map, which is good. Where was that? There it is. Treasure map. Practical pockets. Eye out for that. There's nothing good here. Alright, the treasure map is what we needed. We got it. Steal your money. And then I'll end it here with us going to... I pretty much searched the whole thing except for this little spot. Let's just search this, then I'll end it. And then we'll go on to the next thing.
Powerful, self-aware, and reach with insight.
Insight, you say?
Indeed. The spirits have access to lifetimes of knowledge.
Oh, there's another vendor somewhere. Hold on. There's another quest here too. Let's go see. Let's keep this a little bit longer. Right after let's stack all of the quests, and then on the next episode I'll actually do a bunch. Let's go to this guy. Who's this guy? That's it.
I had one job. One job. Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
What is happening right now? You just sober up.
I'm not drunk. I'm worried. And who are you to bother me anyway? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. I'd like to be. They're out searching. Someone had to hold down the fort. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
Raise a little start to look for him.
If you met them, you'd understand. They're so besotted, it's a wonder they report at all. Belena and Adelaro were my most promising recruits. Now, all they do is sneak off to...
Sneak off, huh? Get to know each other.
I think they know each other very well.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but I haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I...
You what, bro? Speak, man. I'm sure bear eaten by now.
What's the matter with you? Besides, bears don't attack unprovoked.
Yes, they
and
do.
before you start, they never leave themselves indisposed near a den. The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nemdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. You know what I mean?
Pour you a drink, good like. Well, apologies for the ruckus outside.
I found it entertaining to watch.
I might be more amused if it didn't happen so often. But that's... except Giata and Quilici, that is. They are the only animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. Try telling that to Vidaro and the Animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terror stalking the wilderness day and night. Although I admit Fior is in a bad way. Dream Scourge or not, we've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed?
Not for sale, dude. I don't care what you have to say. You sound like a moron. Lockpicks, take it. Okay, you got nothing great.
Come back on the way.
The last one is that chick there. Did that, did that, did that. In here. Well, can't get in that way though, huh? Am I missing something? What am I missing?
Can I interest you in some glaive berries or barret spells, perhaps?
Yes, you can. You're so nice. I'll steal your grenade real quick, okay? Your money. Read your note. Don't care about it. Stupid. Next. Yeah.
Welcome to Poria in Velino.
I need supplies. What do you got? Ooh, you got a weapon. One-handed, ranged, unique. Where is it? This? Manila's conduit. Oh, it's a wand. Shocking lash. Hits deal 10% damage. Well, I'm not a caster, so I don't need any of this, but you have all the books, which is nice. Now I know where to come for that. If I ever change my mind. Alright. So I feel like that's the town. Came in, ran around. Speak with Giada. I gotta go speak with Giada. So we'll next episode we speak with Giada to start.